Yo, what it do, what it is, who's on first, and all that stuff. Alright, I'm here. I'm probably alone, knowing my crew. They never seem to be on time, and or they're just not here. Nope, hey, we got a cup. He's actually here. He's on time. It's a miracle. Alright, and missing Commissar. We have all week. I'm not sure what's going on with the Commissar. And if that wasn't enough for you, Mutanot's got like a 26-hour workday today, so he is a busy boy. And Splooch never responded, so don't know. It's gonna be kind of a weird stream. Alright. I've de-deafened, Cup is de-deafened / muted, and we are here. The Lone Wolves.
And the key is I can get into your game, but only if you reveal yourself.
I already revealed. Ooh.
As I was saying it, it was like Bobby McSquickos exists.
As I de-deafened you, I had already switched to do that.
De-reppend. Well, I was just, you know, we've been through the process before. I wanted to let you know that I was trying to get in the game as quickly as possible. 9! Final Fantasy 9!
Meh.
N-E-I-N.
I don't know. I don't know yet. I haven't actually played it. Just from looks alone, meh. But again, looks can and often are deceiving.
Like I saw you play some of my favorite games, and I'm like not prepared for you to enjoy it at this point. So,
I enjoy great games.
If you have, I didn't say that. I didn't say they were great games. I just said they're some of my favorites. Is all. Like,
well, you can only have favorites of great games.
Look,
Exile's alive.
we both said a lot of things that you're going to regret.
That's the fallacy right there.
No,
but I think we can put our differences behind us.
It's just a
for science.
fallacy.
You monster.
All right. No, so
if
no
you like a
Splooch
bad
yet.
game, that just means you're a bad person. So you can't be a bad person.
Only evil people like bad games.
Yeah, exactly. Why do you think there's so many evil people in the world? And look how popular Minecraft is. And scene. Thank you for stopping by my TED Talk.
Yes. Yes, but do you have any?
I have a lot of everything.
They don't have any good books. Nope. No, not one thing.
Exiled's absolutely a fallacy and an imaginary figment, which I think is a quadruple negative or something, and that means he's a demigod.
Exile is a slippery slope.
I think that's how that works. Almost positive. Oops.
8%. I'm gonna probably want more gas than that. Oh, I will accept your invite in now. No, I sent you an invite. Sorry, ignore that. Send it to me. Or fine. Can I make you leader? Let's see. I can leave the party. Just invite me in. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
When I clicked on it, I was like, that's not an envelope, that's a scroll.
What? Exactly.
Slow motion, but nothing action at all. Just like one keystroke.
They're not even saying words at this point. You're just making the noise.
I always love when the slow motion guy goes up.
You were killed by a tree. A tree. You know, a fast-moving tree, but a tree nonetheless.
So Dark Souls Snake was like, "Want to be a snack?" And I was like, "As long as I get to come back."
Well, aren't you lucky you killed that guy that jumped you in the New Londo ruins? He would have really disliked your smell if you didn't. That was his big complaint. Was Framp showed up and he's like, "Ew, that guy got some bad breath. He needs a breath mint or something."
That still sticks out in my craw. I don't know what it's still a thorn in my side a little bit. Like why he flipped like that so quickly with little to no explanation. Although I suppose that's just what his story was. But it felt different. But it felt different than anything else that's happened in Dark Souls. Is to be honest. Like is it someone you've talked to before just goes completely berserk on you, right? Like anybody who talks to you normally won't. But I mean it's a different area and all that. But still, it's just. It's a guy just sitting there most of the time.
Can't wait till you're in the Tomb of Kings. That's going to be a fun time.
that can't be his fate every time. Or maybe it is. I don't know. But if it is,
I don't usually talk to him that often. I like certain people. I just like, I don't care what you have to say. And
like,
I don't know that I've ever had him do that to me because I never talked to him. So.
Well, like you pointed out. Well, I'm not gonna make that. Well, maybe. Let's go. We got 2,200. 1 mile. We got a kilometer. But like there was what am I trying to say now? Like
cheese, lots of cheese.
Nah, cheese is good though.
Yeah, it is. Cheese is amazing.
I'm not against it. I'm not gonna say like, oh, down to that. Just I can't remember what I was talking about Dark Souls, but there was something we were talking about how people will have. You were telling me, and I agree with this to some extent. Stop. If you talk to some people kind of ad nauseum, that's not necessarily helping them. Like, with Onion Knight, it's not necessarily just talking to him, it's just continuing to do your thing, and he's around and being like, oh, well, I couldn't do that thing.
Yeah, he's like, this was, I'm an adventurer, I should be able to, this is what I do. And now I'm just kind of an obsolete adventurer who can't do the thing, yeah. Poor Onion, bro.
So it feels like if you carry on conversations, there are, consequences to that, regardless if it's positive or negative, right?
Yeah,
like
well, it is technically some of the storyline, though there's very little, but some of the storyline, because there's like different, like you can follow through with whatever's happening and see the conclusion of that person's like event chain or whatever you want to call it. So it's there, but yeah, most of them, if not all of them, are just real sad. But yeah, it's kind of the point, I suppose.
As far as like undead people go, that kind of fits, especially like not legendary, but like like fantasy, kind of just that old school. So some people died in some rough ways, or some real tragedies occurred for sure. It was real sad.
It weren't good for Tim. We decided, yes, you are not orcs. I am not orcs. You're right. I am very glad that you noticed this very important thing to me. Exiled. Exiled. The blueberries away.
Ready for party commissar to hand in his resignation at some point here. I'm real worried.
He's like, yes, this is commissar. I was wondering, can I take a day off? No.
Hey, you could ask for the week off, but he never mentioned it. I'll give you the whole week if you mention but I didn't know.
Why'd you leave us, man? We were best friends. All right.
Commissar's kind of a glue guy. So, Crucible schematic. Now there's one, of course. Of course.
Oh, now you find the schematic. All right, you're fired.
It's like, now it's coming in. I fire the mean shopkeep who's like, I hate you. Why are you here?
Thanks for spending money. What?
There's like 50 total people in this, entire state, but I hate you. It's like, just chill, dude.
I can't stand the sight of you, son. Get out of here.
I don't like cooperation. You're like, I get it. It's just kind of the
go forth with jolly cooperation.
Sign of the times. Oh, nice. I get that reference now.
Yes, that is Solaire.
Solely. Did me a solid today, or I guess it was today because it was about 12 hours ago.
No, when you stayed up late, you were like, I
so
must
tired.
challenge Ornstein and Smoke.
Well, once I saw I could complete
two.
No, yeah, two.
Damn, that's impressive. So you pulled a me, except I do it with I think my first time I didn't know Solaire was existed. So I think I did it randomly.
You do it without Solaire for sure.
Yeah, no. But I mean, like my very first time through. Remember, I told you I 3-shot it. But I don't think I knew Solaire was a thing then, like that he could be summoned for that.
I mean, it's a little random in terms of are they both going to aggro on you at the same time? I think even if you're alone, like, that there's a possibility that someone will be like, I'm going to stand back a little bit, or at least you have enough time. But what I noticed was, unlike a lot of the bosses you face, they're all offensive and their health isn't that much. So that's the key, I think. It sucks because you can get, I don't even know, can you kill, if you finish Smog off before, is that a thing? Is that possible?
Yeah, it switches, then, what's his name, absorbs Smog's power and he becomes...
That's interesting. It kind of
scarier that he already is?
Yeah, that kind of dispels my original thought, which was, that whether or not it's true that Smoke is a cannibal, it really looks like that. Like, he basically just absorbs not just his power, but the dude. You know, it's like, that's a cannibalistic act. It wasn't necessarily him eating a person, but he absorbed his power through smashing him into the ground. Like,
by squishing him.
So that is extremely cannibalistic. And so I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then I thought, wait, though, now does Ornstein have that same thing? And he does. So that dispels it a little bit. But I mean, I still think there's a connection to the cannibalistic behavior. I probably would have killed, if I would have known that, I might have been able to win the first time against them because we had Smoke low, but I was worried that it was the sequence of events was just going to let him get back up to full. And I was like, you know, don't worry about his health, you know, take out the Dragon Knight. So I kind of made a mistake there. You know what I mean? Like I could have finished off.
Yeah.
Smoke,
but I have no idea how much harder. Allegedly, it's way harder to fight powered up Ornstein than
is that true?
Allegedly.
Is that why everybody, including you, goes with the method that you do, or is that just something?
It's easier to kite and get away from the fat guy than it is to because the other guy can zip after you with charges, so it's easier to actually hit him at close range and keep the big guy in your like peripheral and out of.
Smoke's really a master version of the the butt knights or the butt demons that you face in the tutorials and stuff. He's fast with it, and you're like, crap, I can't be close to that when he gets all glowy and slams it down. That actually almost did me in, because my second time was like I gotta give Solaire all the credit, because that time I really struggled hitting Ornstein for like a long time. Like he was kind of chipping me away, but I was like, I'll hang in there, I'll get you, but I just couldn't get him. And I'm like, man, this is gonna end terribly. And in my head, I just went and I farmed a bunch of humanity. It's like I wasn't there to like lose this fight 6-7 times and with Ornstein or with Solaire and lose.
Have to start over, without him.
Well, just lose all that many humanities. You know what I mean? I actually, in the end, used 3 total, because the first time I used my humanity, I got killed before I even got in the damn room. Because I was trying to solo or summon Solaire, and I'm getting attacked by those big dudes. They walk right up the stairs. I'm like, you can't even fit on the stairs. What are you doing?
Yeah, I know. They're like, rules don't apply to us. Sorry.
I did understand a little bit how to like play the game, run around the outside of that big hall, come around, take out the archer first. You know what I mean? Like I figured it out a little bit. And the nice thing is that. I saw how you fought them, and I remember how Solaire got caught up, like with the knights, right? And you were like, "Don't lose too much health. Get to where you need to go." For me, it was really lucky. Solaire just kind of ignored them and walked and knew, I was trying to pull him to the door at the fog gate.
Dark Souls bid is what we're talking about. The original. Or remastered.
We're playing. He's Bumpy's kind of leading me through, guiding me through right now. And sorry, my voice is starting to go, but anyway, I'll drink some water and kind of refocus. It's been a week. It's been weeks of this, actually.
It's been weeks upon weeks.
I'm all better, but from the ravages of my cold and cough, my voice is just kind of dead right now. And talking a bunch at the during the stream yesterday and all that. But refocus me, Bumpy. What was the subject?
That we were going through Dark Souls Remastered.
But specifically what were we talking
about? That's what the last thing you were saying.
Yeah,
Vid was wondering, and then other than that, you said that you were bringing Solaire into the room, trying to lead him there without him getting killed by the knights.
Yes, so I got lucky in that Solaire ignored the 3 dudes and just came up to the area and came in, and we went inside the boss lair, and he never engaged with those guys and lost any health with that, which was important because he was able to kind of, I guess, sort of juggle Smog for 2 minutes. I don't think he did a lot of damage to him, but he also didn't get hit that much. So I was like, okay, that was good because it allowed me to finish off Ornstein.
He can heal. It's just sometimes he's like, oh yeah, I forgot I can do this.
Maybe that happened, and maybe I missed it. Do you want me to put the gate up? There's a lot of zombies around.
I'm not there, so that means before you leave, you have to put it back down. because I won't be able to get the truck in otherwise.
I might just shoot them instead.
I'm in the Shotgun Messiah.
They're around here.
Yeah.
They are.
So, Vid, you're in love with Elden Ring as well? You think it's the greatest game ever made? Well, I'm being somewhat facetious on that, but you have nothing bad to say about it?
So once we got Ornstein, or once I got Ornstein down on my own, basically while Smog occupied, or while Smog was occupied by Solaire, I was like, all right, let's do this. And Solaire and I kind of ganged up on him, and we were doing pretty well, and we were getting him low quickly. And then he just crunched Solaire a couple times, and Solaire was like, later. And I was like, oh. And we'd gotten him pretty low, but then Smog was like, oh, I haven't had a chance to focus on you yet. And I was like, no, you haven't, and I really haven't had a chance to figure you out either. And so I was down to maybe one, or I think you saw every time I sent a screenshot for victory achieved, I have no flasks left. And I'm either, 10% or 50% or some kind of health like that. So that, luckily, I was able to kind of get behind him, smack him a couple of times before he was able to, hit me too much. And because I was just like, I don't want to waste any more humanity. You know what I mean? So, figured that out, got it done. I think that helps me when I know I'm like, hey, every time you fail here, it really does cost you in a way that it wouldn't cost you in a lot of these boss fights, like Sips. It just didn't matter how much I died in that fight. In this one, it was like, it does. It does. It's going to cost. I went out and I got 8 humanities kind of painstakingly, and I don't want to just give those all away.
Yeah, I have no humanity at this point because I gave it all to the lady so I could save
That's because
Solaire.
you confirmed your thing though, so that's good.
Yeah, and I just did that actually before the stream. I went over there and I got the sunlight helmet thing, so he will live. He will be mad at me, but he'll be alive. So his whole thing, I don't know exactly the full story behind it. At least not 100%, but he's seeking, praise the sun. He's seeking the sun because the light is fading and all that, and he actually sort of finds the sun with a weird parasite thing he puts on his head, but it takes over his mind and makes him insane. So then when you kill it, you'll find him later, and he's just there like, why did you take this from me? I could have been whatever, or he's given up. He doesn't quite hollow. Apparently, and I didn't know this, you can actually use Solaire on the last boss too.
Oh. Probably as a backup if Gwen's just kicking my butt. But other than that, I'll probably take him on 1-on-1 to start just to see how I measure up. With
we'll watch how poorly you learn to parry. So I definitely screwed that up.
Well, I heard he has that instant attack that you just don't even aren't able to read really, or if you can, it's like lightning fast.
Yeah, it's real quick, but that doesn't do much damage.
Yeah, it's not. That's not the worst thing that he does. It just exists, I suppose. That's a good point.
So there was a lady running around the thing that following where I went, and I'm like, she should be here somewhere. I went through the door. Oh yeah, there she is. It's like,
yeah, hey, right.
Yep, I was not wrong. You were right about where I thought you were. Just, I still sort of surprised me.
Thanks for streaming today, by the way.
Souls game. Haven't seen too many problems with the game. Oh, you're one of those, Vid. Boo. It's okay.
Yeah. Thanks for streaming today. I didn't know if I knew both of us were tired and busy.
Well, so I know you're gonna abandon me like everyone else. I'll be all alone for long.
He doesn't have. His baseball practice is tomorrow now, not today, like I thought it was going to be. So I will be here for the entirety of the 2 hours. Okay. I may have to pick up my son, but that will be 15 minutes tops. But, I could maybe convince my recovery to go get him, so we'll see.
Yeah, so to clarify, Vid, I think it's an incredible game. I just don't think it's the best Souls game. I think it's probably one of the worst Souls games out there. But again, that doesn't mean it's a bad game. It's just by comparison. I prefer here's a tale, here's a journey, we're gonna go on it. Everything's the same every time. You can try, various different weapons, various different this, that, whatever. And it's a very more or less linear experience with a few branching paths, but they all kind of wrap up and end in the same area. And sure, I guess you could make that claim, sort of, with Elden Ring, but honestly, I think somebody said between 85 and 90% of the game is optional, which, It's not a thing that I really enjoy. Now again, don't get me wrong, the game's fine. It does a lot of good things. And I can definitely see why it appeals to more casual people that aren't really Souls fans, but just it's not that concise, tight, every single divot in the ground is planned. And like, oh, you stepped too fast and then you got, out of position and got hit. Or you went down and then you missed your swing and then you went up and then you got hit by his, Like they have all this stuff planned out to make you go insane. Oh, I got a rad remover rod, mod. It's interesting. And
Put on one of your better weapons.
There's just not that much. There's not much of that in the game. I find most of the open world feels pretty empty and dead. There's some cool stuff to find. Don't get me wrong. It's not like it's absolute. Like compared to any other game that's like it, that's not a Souls game. It's great. It's by far and above better than any of the others. But there's certain things I do not like as much. And everybody's just like, oh, you're crazy. Well, most. I actually, I guess he's technically my stepson. He actually said, I agree with everything you say. He's like, I've only played Dark Souls 3, but I do like that more linear, narrow path, thing that you're saying. I like that better too. It says I really like the game, but yeah, now that I think about it, I never really thought about it, but I actually agree with you. I like the the known path, the known enemies, the very linear is not really the right word, but it's the closest thing. The linear story. So
from a design perspective, it totally sounds like they were pushing it out. It wasn't going to be like Dark Souls games. It was going to be pushed out in this way further. Obviously it's clearly similarities, but what I mean is the world building, they wanted to make it like really expansive. This that was on their like kind of early bullet points for design on the design document, so to speak, which I know is not necessarily the case with Dark Souls. They want you to think it feels expansive, but in the end it's actually a pretty tight experience if you think about it once you get everything connected. Yeah. With like Dark Souls 1. Yeah,
and then it all loops back in on itself, which is something I always appreciated.
Yeah, that's really amazing. There's really only maybe 3 or 4 spots so far I feel like that I've encountered in Dark Souls that feels like it's really you have to go off and it's dead end and it's just sort of its own thing, and that's fine to have, by the way. Otherwise it's really impossible to like connect every single thing, right? So, but for the most part, it feels like you're like, how do I get back here quickly? There's probably a way, or at least there's they think they thought about it at least.
I don't know what multiplayer and scamming means. Is there some sort of problem with that? But it says, but it's the Dark Souls game it's the Souls game with the most swamps and crustaceans. That is true. You are not wrong. It does have the most crustaceans and swamps.
That can't be challenged.
That's funny. Most crustaceans and swamps. Like I said, it's not bad. The fact that they made so many different like little mini dungeons that you run across, and it does reward exploring. Like, don't get me wrong, when I say it feels empty for a lot of it. There's wide open empty areas, and it's good because they have a horse. You want to be able to actually use it for an extent.
Yeah.
But it's not just totally dead. And you'll be wandering or running along, and then all of a sudden you're like, I wonder if there's anything in this corner. Nah, there's nothing. Oh my god, there's a cave here with a whole bunch of random stuff. And you go into the cave, and there's a little dungeon in it. And those dungeons all feel very meh overall to me. But some of them are pretty neat. And, it's a new boss. It's a new challenge. You get some cool stuff. There's oftentimes like a site of grace / save point there. So you have another place you can teleport to on the map. And then on top of that, the big thing that comes from there that I understand why they did it, but I also don't particularly like it, and that is the whole they reuse bosses like crazy because they kind of have to. Because instead of there being like 27 bosses in Dark Souls 3 or something, there's probably like 90 bosses in overall throughout all of Elden Ring, or more. Some of the portals that allow you to instantly get to endgame area are a bit unnecessary. Well, with the whole idea behind the open world is you can literally go anywhere and do anything. In my opinion, that's how it should be, like a true open world. And there's still a little bit of gating here and there where you can't get through, or you have to fight somebody to actually progress to the end of the game without, doing some sort of weird exploit. But like I said, overall, it's been. I find that I have less fun playing it than I do any of the other Souls games that I played. Or at least for a very long while, I was finding that. I was just like, all right, let me get through this, and then I can stop playing. Versus, oh, I want to get through this. Oh, I did it. I wonder if I should do something else. I always had that desire to
Dark
keep
Souls
going.
For me,
right?
At this point, yeah, that's where it's got to for me.
Yeah, you want to see what's next, and I just wasn't experiencing that in Elden Ring, which sucked. Like I looked forward. I avoided all spoilers. I was very, very excited and eager, and then I get in and I'm like, it's okay. Oh, I'm sad. I wanted it to be better. But again, it is getting better the more I play, so that's good.
Yeah, I definitely had like the biggest bite of the burger, so to speak, over the last this last week in Dark Souls. Like I just felt the urge to cover a lot of ground as I got that stride, and felt good about taking on new challenges as opposed to wary about taking on new challenges. So, it's not sad because I don't think it's coming to an end right away or anything like that. But I can tell that I pushed through a lot of the stuff now in the game, and I've got quite a bit left.
Right,
but it's still starting to wind down a little bit in terms of the exploration aspects. A lot of the things that we're going to go to now, like the 4 places with the 3 or 4 places, whatever it was, after I put in the that big golden bowl. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah.
Oh, the Lord Vessel, and then you're gonna get the 4 Lord Master Souls.
Yep. And like it showed you those what golden block doors opening up and all that kind of stuff. So it was cool. Or entrances, I should say. Gateways.
Yeah, they were blocks. So like, see the scale is.
But my favorite part so far has just been sort of wandering around the areas that I could clearly see the whole time, and some of the places were like, yeah, you can see them, but if you go there and you don't have the right, like the ghosts, for instance, were a great example.
Yeah,
I've tripped over that there just as just exploring, not really knowing what's going to happen, and gotten wrecked because I'm just like, oh, there's that's fine. That's part of the experience, right? You need to go if you're not getting going with walls or bumpy throughs or whatever the case.
Bump it through.
I was almost out of here, and then I realized my motorcycle was completely full. Happens.
Yeah, I know. I filled up a little bit there. Commissar. I know he's not online, but maybe he will respond. I'll also send one to Spluchisar.
He's like, sorry guys, I've applied to a different stream group. I'm like, oh god, that hurts.
He's like, I hate Bumpy. He's the worst, and he's right. I'm the worst, but okay.
What hurts is that's the truth.
Yes, the truth does indeed hurt.
No, well, yes, but you're not the worst. There are worse foes in this world than a puppy.
Do we ever get through all of our gas yet? Nope. Oh, because we got to take the gas out. We're leaving this.
Oh, yeah. It hit a point where I couldn't make any more.
It was actually almost done.
Okay.
It'll be done when we get done with by the time we're done with the stream today.
Very nice. Yeah, we had it going for a few hours at least.
Maybe not. It's 148 minutes. Sorry, I thought it said 48.
Well, either way, we're gonna have let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 plus rows of 10,000 gas each, or 4 plus rows, I should say. Of my daughter calling me. Be right back.
Of my
4
daughter,
plus rows of that.
My daughter calling you. Gotcha. Yeah, like I said, Vid, it's not as good as I was expecting it to be in some ways, but it's still a really, really good, solid game. And again, people like, whoa, they're like, oh, you're criticizing, whatever, and I'm like, yeah, but you're not hearing like the first part of that, and I know you did, but I'm saying in general, those people are just like, they're all surprised, and I'm like, but you're not hearing that I'm saying for a Souls game, this is the case, not for, you know, what the game itself is outside of the Souls context. I do prefer the tight linear path, the story that they tell, and, you know, the succinct way, and everything seems very, very, very tightly scripted and designed. And they're like, oh, well, you know, the main, going through the main story, you get those kind of dungeons and things. I've still not found anything that compares to, like, Dark Souls 3, in my opinion, as far as, like, any of the places that I've been, dungeons I've gone through, or any of it. Also, totally got lost. Apparently, I missed one important tooltip that says that the bonfires point the way to where you're supposed to be heading for the main story quest. So I was like 32. I was fighting the red dog, and then I fought Renala, or whatever her name is, and beat her. Well, I fought her right after the red dog, so I was like probably like 34, 35 at that point, maybe 32 still. And I got through her first phase real easy, and that's beyond just all the little children crawling around on the ground singing their little hymn. But her first phase, like, cool, and then she summoned stuff, and I was like, and at that point, I hadn't even known that you could summon. Like, I knew that was a thing that could happen at some point, and I had gotten all these ashes to summon these spirits, but I never randomly went back across a specific place at a specific nighttime, and it's, like, that's just so bad. So eventually I'm like, all right, I feel like I have like 8 of these things that I can summon now. None of them let me summon anything. This should be working. What is happening? So I looked it up. They're like, oh, you have to go back to the second or third bonfire that you light at midnight, and in the full moon of the 7th son of the 3rd daughter of the crystal's angel's tear. And you're like, what? And then I go there and I'm like, yep, nope, that didn't happen. And then they're like, but if you take too long, she'll despawn, and then you have to get it somewhere else. I'm like, oh, cool. So then I had to go pay to summon the spirits. And so when I did summon the spirits, I absolutely murdered her. It was horrible how badly she got wrecked. So there's some very obscure and obtuse stuff in that game as well, as I'm sure you could imagine. Hey, Catholic Weeaboo. Why? What's wrong with 7 Days to Die other than the 9-year tenure in early access? Our lack of Commissar, our lack of Splooch, our lack of Mutanat. I'm not even really here. This is just a recording at this point.
Up and Bumpy are, you know, what I mean, like,
I'm an AI.
My engines are like running at like 30% right now, so.
There we go.
I was born to entertain. Oh.
Start juggling. Can you juggle?
No, not really well. My friend, Frego Greg is a pretty good juggler.
I can juggle, but I wouldn't say I can juggle for a long period of time or do anything.
Yeah, he juggle a single ball.
Yay! Commissar's here. He's alive. It's no longer Perpetual Saturday.
And you're not
Perpetual Saturday.
And you're not turning in your resignation or anything like that letter, and you're not joining another stream group.
Yeah, I found out that you could avoid them. I did run away, but my I think I had dire wolves or something. They just murdered her while I ran away, and then the thing, it was a dragon. It just despawned. I'm like, oh, I bet I could have just kited it. Oh well. And then she just died. So yeah. And then I went back and I killed Margit, apparently. That was incredibly easy. But again, I did that probably later than anyone else did. I did die because I looked away.
All the hardcore people say that Margit is easy. It's super easy. He's the easiest. You need to get good.
No, I wouldn't say it's super easy. It's just, by the time I fought him, I was like probably super OP. And he was like a proper Dark Souls boss, so I was, like prepared for that.
Attuned to that, yeah.
But the problem I had was I was owning him. Like, man, he can't really do anything to me, and I like looked away. I can't remember what I looked away for. I knew for a while. I've forgotten now. I think my dog made a noise. I was like, "What are you doing?" I looked away and I looked back, and I'm like, "Oh, big hammer!"
Dark Souls. Yeah. That's all a Souls boss needs.
He charged up the big hammer. It's like he knew I looked away. He charged up a big hammer and he one-shot me. I was like, "Oh!" And he was like 1 hit from death. I was like, "Dang."
Slight lapse in concentration. That actually happened to me a couple times with the not the Abyss Demon, but his bro. Because I was just destroying him multiple times, but then it's like slight lapse of concentration and dead.
Wow. The hitboxes are weird. I'll give you that one. I thought like a weeaboo, but I don't know. All the rest of it seems fine. I mean, still for me, it's fine. But it's not for me the two best building games that are sort of similar to this. One doesn't really have enemies, and that's Satisfactory. I think Satisfactory is probably the best sandbox building, whatever you want to do
Base
type
builder
game.
kind of thing.
It's just incredible. It's so good. They perfected
It is pretty fun.
However, best game more akin to this, where there's enemies and stuff, is by far Ark Survival Evolved. It is way better than this. But again, everybody's playing this. We're having fun with it, so we can do this, and then if we get bored, we shift, we switch, and we try something else. So,
What you need is zombies and Ark, and then we'd be fine.
or
It's
if there
almost-
was a way to get like roving dinosaur squad patrols to come after us or something, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
It's nice to have like a survival game in the rotation because it is a little bit, just a different kind of speed than a lot of other games, and it feels nice to play every once in a while, like once a week kind of thing.
I don't think this got finished because this is where Mutant started dying, so I should probably wire the rest of these up.
Started with Ark. We, played Don't Starve, played a few others as well. I mean, this is my journey, of course, with these games, which is much more recent. And truncated, or not truncated, what's the opposite of truncated? Like, just short-lived versus your guys'
I'll never play Factorio, vid. Sorry.
Factorio is like top-down.
I know. I like Satisfactory, but it apparently has survival and stuff where you have to fight enemies, I've heard. But
You can choose if you don't like fighting enemies, but I'm like, why take away the enemies then? It's like part of the fun.
no, yeah, no. I if I were to play it, but my problem is, well, first off, I believe I did reach out back when they were getting ready to release, and they never got to me, which is fine. That didn't bother me. But then I found out they're like, all right, we're making a stand, and we're never going on sale. What?
That's why I haven't bought Factorio. It's because he never went on sale.
Yeah, and that's to me one of the most, I don't know. I don't know if I want to say stupid, arrogant, mean, rude, whatever. They should not change at this point because that was one of their big things when they were in early access. They made this point, and I absolutely think they should stick by their guns, but I will never buy their game because of this. Because I don't know. I don't know if that's hubris. I don't know what it is about that really bothers me, but that's just not something that's really done in the computer game arena, I guess. Just be like, I'm making this game and I'm just going to put it on full price forever. If you want to buy it, you buy it. I mean, just imagine what could have been if they actually went and... What's a tripwire post? They actually went and put it on sale occasionally. They'd have 10 to 20 times needing to play it or having played it. And I know not everybody's like, I need to make all of the money in the world, but still, it seems kind of silly to, I don't know, shoot yourself in the foot, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if their expectations were that they didn't care about going to that level, because they're making enough money with the current audience, it's got that RimWorld vibe to it in terms of, I don't need to put this on sale because the full price sales are where they need to be for me to never consider that. And that's why I'm not sure if that's true or not, but it is one of those games that's up in the top sellers a lot of the time, despite being full price. So it is a thing where it's like
I think it's fallen off lately, but yeah, I know what you mean.
But I guess by that happening, they basically solidify their point to themselves.
Yeah.
They're like, see,
But-
they never know. They see only what's in front of them, so they don't think about that possibility of.
Yeah.
Or
it's
or
one
they,
of the,
or
it's
they
one of those
legitimately
things.
don't care.
It's one of those things. It's like, you could do this, but should you do this? Probably not.
It's an interesting stand to take. I hope not everybody follows it.
Yeah, like I said, they kind of hurt themselves too, because not even just beyond the sales, but
And to clarify my
they
position,
can't really not compete, that's not the right word, take part in any of these events like truly like other people can. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's super limiting.
Yeah.
Again, there has to be a level of confidence bordering on arrogance to be there. in that spot, and it has to be not. It's not really arrogance because it's backed up by, at least enough data that or the sales is good enough, or whatever you would want to call it.
I just don't understand. You put all the work in, and you're not making the game. Like the game is not as big as it could be.
I think there is some pushback on bargain bin folks, because some of them can be kind of rude and like it's at some point, I don't think it's like a straight up, this is not that big of a deal, but at some point people were like, we don't need the audience that's waiting around for our game to go on sale for 85% off.
That's literally like 95% of the people on Steam.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're literally shutting their door to 95% of the people on Steam.
But I think that if you're making enough money, you know what I mean? Like if you have that's a privilege, by the way, or I guess I don't know. But it's like not most Steam devs are not going to make enough money to have that option in the first place. I guess that's
that's part of the thing that screams arrogance to me. It's like, well, we're going to do fine without it, but you could have done so much better. But we don't need to. Why? You could. I don't understand.
It's complex because I don't disagree with you, but I also see I'm glad one developer has made a philosophical stand in that regard when, so many of us are pressured to race to the bottom, right? Again, maybe your stand could be we're not going to go above 33% off or something.
I tricked you, Commissar. Sorry.
Never going on sale. Because again, I don't understand why you would never go on sale. You're missing promotional opportunities, like you're saying. Yeah. So just in that regard, you don't have to be 80% off to get involved in these promotional opportunities. Good dog. You understand.
All right.
Doggo understands.
So it's, like I said, it's one of those things. You can't do the promos, or if you do, you just don't get anything from it. Like, people are gonna be like, "Why is this in here? It's at full price. Did they forget the sale?" Blah 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 blah.
You can't. You actually factually can't be involved in anything if you're not on sale. If you're post-release, I believe.
Oh really? I didn't even know that. I assumed there were limitations, but I also assumed that they could still take part in some stuff.
Okay, so I'm guessing there are some exceptions, because now that I think about it, I have seen full price games, and say Kit Fox's thing, I think had a release that was full price and not not on sale, which, like you said, okay, you're getting some extra exposure, but there's no call to action really to buy your game at that point. Maybe some wish listing and stuff, but again, if you don't ever go on sale, those wish lists are hardly going to convert. Not like a lot of them aren't going to.
So, can we mine with the... Yep. I've got 241 iron. So what I got with this? 210. So you can even mine more effectively with the auger. Do you have an auger, Commissar?
Everybody with me, I think, at this point.
You might have disappeared.
Sorry. I was just had we're getting our fiber internet installed today, and they finally arrived.
Okay, do you have an auger?
No, I do not.
Okay, so I'll go get you too. So the auger apparently is just a faster version for all mining. You don't even need a pickaxe anymore. Yeah. All right, here.
Wait, did they do that like in an? Oh, I saw that. Did they change that in like a recent update?
It might have been before this last one, but we found out that demolishing buildings is faster with the auger too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we were doing
so
that.
So the auger is now a jackhammer. Nice.
Basically. So like this right here. And then I checked with the pickaxe. It just won't be an equivalent because I think I hit 2. It actually stayed. Never mind. It didn't. It says I had 864. I think that was tying on from the last one. But I did do the comparison, and 53. I get basically around 53 per swing with my pickaxe.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently the auger is just the jack of all trades now. Except it does run on gas.
It's about time. Yeah.
Which we have only 100.
Yeah, we only have a few
units.
little bits of gas.
No, we should have more than
Yeah,
150,000.
I mean, like we have 4 rows of
100,000.
100,000 probably. Yeah, so we have probably close to 500,000 total.
All right. Well,
Oh
then
yeah,
I will-
definitely want an auger now. Yeah.
Here, I'll leave you. Well, I'll go make you an auger. You can come with me if you want.
Yeah,
I'll make you
since
one too,
I may, yeah, he's working outside right now, so when he comes inside, I'll probably be distracted again.
What is?
I'm turning into Cup.
Oh,
Yeah.
you stole the truck. I was like, why am I not
Oh,
driving?
I did.
There we
Oh,
go.
there we go. There we go.
You stole the truck.
I'm a Cup. Is Grand Theft Auto. Woo! Funny thing about Grand Theft Auto, the only Grand Theft Autos I played have been 1 and 2.
Really?
Really?
Oh.
Yeah,
I think I
none
played,
of the 3D ones.
I think I played all but 1 and 2.
I didn't
Somebody
play
else.
any of. I actually never played any of them like for real. I just at a friend's house kind of thing, that kind of stuff, but never like I'm gonna sit down and actually play this game for beginning to end. I just didn't. I couldn't get into the flow of it. I was like, oh yeah, missions, and suddenly it was like just me freelancing with 6 stars on me.
I think the only thing I think I beat was it Grand Theft Auto 3? Was it Vice City? Grand Theft Auto Vice City?
Yeah, Vice City is like after 3, I think.
So
Yeah, 3 and then
I beat,
Vice City,
I
I
beat
think,
3
is
and Vice City. Those are the only 2 that I beat. I did play San Andreas. I played a little bit of 4, which I did not like at all. And then
Well, 5, you can always play 5. That's been re-released to death like Skyrim.
I've
Yeah.
played 5 a little bit. It's all right.
Yeah.
That
I think
was-
I've played like 5s online at a friend's house, like briefly.
I mean, 4 was the start of the online stuff, I believe. Like, I think the really hardcore online play, but I think 5 was when they really tried to. That was their bread and butter for 5, really.
Spring,
Mhm.
cards.
They were like, yeah, campaign too, but get on GTA Online.
Could you make me some more duct tape? Actually,
I get it
can
when I
do
get
it.
back,
I'll just do it.
potentially.
I got
Yeah.
it. Alright, I should only need 3. 4.
We have so much gasoline.
We do have a little bit of gas. You're not wrong.
So much.
Mechanical parts.
So yeah, the survival game thing is nice. Like once a week, sometimes when we get into when you're having that those halcyon days of the survival game, you're like, oh, I want to play this all the time. You want to play it all the time.
I'm hoping
But,
to Catholic Weeaboo a new hom. Sorry, continue.
No, you're good. And so
We need to. Oh yeah,
Good.
I'll go after you. This is
cool.
completely off topic. What I'm about
Yes.
to do. All right.
I was just gonna conclude that like I'm in a better place now, and I haven't been playing these games in a while. Like I'm ready for another weekly or maybe monthly fighting game fun, some fighting game fun out of gas. We have 500,000 units of gas, and I just ran out. Oh, that's just
Well,
impressive.
I'm at the farm.
I
Yep.
know.
Oh, but I
Logger.
have gas on me.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you can't just flashlight in your gas tank. It doesn't work.
I know, like, yeah, we're going. No. I'm gonna make Mutana play Street Fighter 4 with me until he just screams because he can't take the fact that he takes me down to like 10% of my health, and then I just destroy him with the Ultra.
Did you guys?
Well, that's how you play Street Fighter,
And
You-
that's
you-
why
used to be.
that's why he hates it. He hates it so much, like because of that. It's not Street Fighter 1, 2, 3, or maybe 3. They introduced some of the Ultra combos, but yeah, 4
I think
was,
2 and 1 are the only ones I've played.
Yeah, two doesn't have any of those things. The super ultras.
It's like just like in a TV show, you got to get beaten up before you can unlock your full power.
Yeah.
That's well, I mean, if you go with the Saiyan idea, you got to get absolutely smashed. Like, the more you get smashed, like as in like just broken, the stronger you'll come back. Which I wish is true. Human bones don't actually recover like that. So
Who's been injured before? I can say being injured slows you down.
yeah,
A little bit.
Yeah,
Remember, it's after
I
you
smashed-
heal.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
I smashed my hand with a hammer, and it's 5 years later, and I'm just not seeing the dividends yet.
Yeah, I know. I broke my foot. I feel like it took a long time before it did. I think there's still like something not 100%. Like it doesn't
'cause it can
feel
heal
like maybe
rough,
nerves are a
like,
little bit
yeah.
messed up or something in my foot.
Yeah.
It's
Sometimes the
on my
bones,
heel, but
you know, get together a little bit awkwardly on the re-heal. It happens, man.
the quick the reheal, guys.
Like my that little knuckle, you know, on your finger, between the, I guess not knuckle, but you know, the higher knuckle between the bend, your normal bend in the middle and the fingernail. Like my pinky on one side, or one of my pinkies, when I put some like my two pinkies together, one of them has like a big hill. Like it's just like, I broke that at some point, smashed it in, like broke it in a way that it jammed it in, like smashed it in, like made things compress. And it's still, and it's like 6 years, 7, 8 years later, and it's like, yeah, we'll just stay here. Also, should I tell Party? I stole your cube, Party. Woo!
Yeah, that was his reward for being correct that it was 2200 when the trader closed.
We went to your box and stole your destroyed cube or destroyed stone and made that a gift to me.
Yes.
And it was rude, and it was invading of your privacy, and I apologize.
Well, we could have stole the like 60,000 ducats you have, but we decided
No,
to leave it at
we
that.
needed that weird cube that barely ever. It's like it's worthless. But
How many
it's also,
ducats do I have?
About
Let's take a look.
About 50,000. If you get any more diamonds, don't sell them. I need them for diamond crusted tip things for stuff. I have a mod.
Diamonds or silver nuggets or
No, I need
They're
diamonds.
diamonds.
I
in this
need
game?
diamonds. Yeah, there are. There's
Yeah, there are diamonds. Yeah.
Wow, I've never encountered one. I don't think that's crazy. Do you just find them like in a really rare opportunity on mining, or like?
I think
like,
so.
What? That's crazy.
Because
there-
Matana had them, and comment stars like, don't need them, and then now I need them.
Yep. Don't need them. No, you need them. Yep.
Did you come
And we'll
across-
never find diamonds again.
Have you ever come across like a vein or anything before?
No, I've never seen them before.
Party.
No. What you do is there's a perk that you can get. I don't know if it's. I think it's a book that sometimes when you mine an ore, you'll get a diamond instead, or not a diamond, a gem instead, which would be either silver, diamond, or gold.
Oh, so I got to do
That's
that.
so crazy. I've seen silver and gold so much, so diamond is probably like the rarer and more valuable out of the three, I imagine. So that's very interesting.
Above meds, I now have a infection cure box. So
Brilliant.
So if you have
Spreading up.
infection cures, we'll throw it up there.
Sounds good to me.
And we might even move it to like a cure-all. That way we just have actual med kits in one. Anyway, your auger is probably done if you want it out of the box there. The workbench behind me. Oh.
Hey, Bubby, this is Demonic. Will you use Cure All, please?
Yes, this is Demonic. I was wondering.
Would you use some Cure All? Curaja, please.
I don't want to cure Raja. Dude's a
It's like
jerk.
Final Fantasy 10, 12, right? Like 10, 2. 10 and 10, 2, I think is what Curaja. They're like
all
you've heard of Curaga. Have you heard of Curaja? No, the JA was introduced.
Oh no, that was long ago.
Well, then they abandoned it for a while because it's not in anything.
I think it was
between,
like in 2.
6. It's not anything in between like I guess 4 or 6, whatever. And then Curaja. It's not Curaja in Final Fantasy 4. It's Cure 4. Although you were talking about Final Fantasy 4, you were talking about Japanese Final Fantasy 2, not American Final Fantasy 2.
No, I was talking about current day Final Fantasy 2. None of this garbage that you guys are like, we're back in American. None of that.
Well, that's the problem, is that they put the darn, they put those facetious numbers on it because they were like, well, we're not going to release Final Fantasy 2 and 3 in America like we were supposed to back in 1989, 91, whatever.
Cure 4, Curja, Cure Ivy, and Curada from Final Fantasy series. Let's see if it tells me when it first popped out.
But it was crazy, but because like
Final Fantasy Tactics had it.
We had internet, right? So, it had Curaja and Tactics, crazy. In like middle school, we had access to the internet, so we knew. We're like, we're living a lie. This is Final Fantasy 6, not 3. Ugh.
All right, so let's see here. Final Fantasy X2.
And you know what everybody said who didn't care about that? They were like, oh, well, 2 and 3 is basically the exact same as 1. I'm like, how do you know? We never got to play them.
2 and 3 are not even close to 1.
That's what I mean.
1 and 3, similar. 2, completely different.
What's up with the second game, right? Like Mario 2,
Well,
Final Fantasy 2, just
you,
like...
you know the story
Zelda 2?
of
Zelda
Mario
2
2, right?
off the rails. The in real life story about it, or like how it's
like
the
what it is, because it's not actually a Mario game. Okay.
Well, are you talking
So
about
you have
the
no idea.
game itself?
So it was Doki Doki something, or maybe that's what it was called, just Doki
yeah.
Doki, and they just reskinned it with Mario characters. That was it. There was no effort put into it.
Right. It was essentially just co-opted for to be a Mario game.
Cure 4, Curaja.
Go there and stay.
Final Fantasy 4, the one you played recently with Cecil and stuff, I believe has Cure 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Final Fantasy Record Keeper? I don't even know what that is.
Although they might have changed it for the new... They might have changed it for the PC versions too, so that is possible. Like the PC re-releases or whatever you want to call them.
It's localized as... Oh, you know what it was? It says in Final Fantasy 3, Final Fantasy 4, Final Fantasy 12, Curaga, blah blah blah, spelled in the original Japanese is localized as Curaja. So they were the same spell, just they didn't differentiate.
But at one point they did separate it to
they
Curaja
did.
being
they
just
did.
4th level. Yeah. Okay.
Because
cool.
it's
like,
supposed to be the 4th one. It was just localized probably wrong on those games.
I'm not crazy. You're crazy.
Adopting the tier system for Final Fantasy Tactics. However, the titles from Final Fantasy 13 subseries and Final Fantasy Dimensions, which I don't even know what that is, named Curaja for the Curata spell, whatever that is.
I don't know what Final Fantasy Dimensions are either.
Interesting. All right. Well, so like we were kind of all sort of right, and they just do bad jobs at things at times. So
that's not surprising, right? Yeah, that's not really surprising to find out.
Quick! Oh look! It's a jelly donut.
Yeah.
Your corn's ready. Your blueberries are ready.
Ooh.
Commissar's like, I don't care.
Ooh, I do. I'm hungry.
Catch the VODs. Comcast says no video watching for you. Oh no. Sorry, exiled. I don't know. Like I said, I've never played Factorio, and it will never factor into something that I'll know about or watch or play, just because of their stance on it. So I'll just have to take your word that it's super addictive. But I mean, I really like Satisfactory. It's an incredible game. It's weird because like they are still working on it. They're constantly adding things, or updating, they're tweaking. It's still in early access, but I feel like it's a better game than most fully released games at this point already. You just murdered that zombie.
Zomboed. Steel club. It's a
auger.
Auger.
Hey,
no.
It actually
it's like a horror
it spit blood out.
Oh god. Oh.
Did that hurt you at all? It didn't, right?
No. And my motorcycle didn't get hurt either. So we're good.
I was only hitting you, but you never know.
I was gonna say, don't I use to my motorcycle?
Another one that's cool is if you hit somebody with a nail gun, it does make little blood spurts too. I don't know why. It doesn't hurt you.
My coat's nail proof or something. Oh, don't run over Bump. Only he gets to commit violence.
Hey, Cup, who am I? Water devils! Ah! The most mortifying experience of your life.
Well, yes, only because the lag frag was so instantaneous. I didn't have time to really be mortified by that. It was over so fast. Although I wasn't the one who had to be mortified.
Yeah, that was a Mutana lag frag.
And really, he didn't have much. I love how he immediately shrugged his shoulders because he's like, "It's lag. What are you gonna do? I mean, what are you gonna do?"
That was pretty funny.
Probably not throw a grenade if you know you're lagging, but other than that.
Well, he didn't know, right? He's like, he popped the grenade and he's like, oh, and I just lagged out. Uh-oh.
I think that's what happened. He had
some issues, but
I'm wondering if I'm trying to recall if whether or not he was like, earlier on in the
Yeah,
game.
he was. He was having issues,
yeah.
but it kept normalizing and then going bad
You
again.
got
so.
you got to assume when you pull a grenade that you're going to be able to throw it.
Or
That
it
is
was all
tough.
part of his plan, right? Take us down.
It was pretty rough.
So we dug out that barn. See all that rubble over there, guys? We dug out the barn, and it collapsed in this lovely little heap.
I saw that.
Fall off this building.
Do you want to come over and help me with
No.
the tier 4?
I do not. I never
please.
quest. Nope. Questing's for losers.
Oh, sharing that
And
quest.
while I am a loser, I still refuse the quest. Look at that.
Let's see here.
So this was a barn once upon a time, and now it's just this beautiful abstract art style thing going on here. We have a floating generator that we're also not going to do anything with. And then whatever this is, I guess a septic tank maybe, or just random water pump. I don't know.
All right, tier 4 by myself. Run and gun.
That's what you do anyway. You always run and you gun.
Yeah, but tier 4 has got me actually shook.
So you're saying you feel shook?
It's
Every time you come around. Come on. You don't know TFK. You're not a TFK fan. You don't count.
A TIF.
A TIF.
I've been going. I'm a hardcore TIF.
No phenomenon. No move. No. Was it rock fist?
Just checking. Maybe some of them are actually. Sometimes I'm like really into a band and I find out they're Canadian. And I'm like, God.
They are Canadian actually, which is hilarious.
I'm done with this crap.
But
Canadian.
despite them being Canadian, they're incredible. See, I didn't know they were Canadian, and I liked them before I came to Canada, so I think it's okay at that point.
I'm just joking.
It just
And
occurred to
also-
me you guys have been listening to the dog bark nonstop.
No, not stop. Just only
he
picked up a
hasn't
couple times.
He hasn't picked up that much.
Oh, it hasn't been picking up? Well, that's good, because he's been barking nonstop in this room.
In the past, your television picks up usually more than the dog has. I haven't even noticed the dog. So.
All right.
Yeah, I heard
so
him
I'm
twice.
gonna mute so he doesn't interrupt the stream. Yeah.
No worries. Probably more compelling commentary than Cup and I.
To be honest, yeah, you don't need a mute, but because I don't even hear him. But maybe that's just me.
Cup's not doggist. He doesn't even see or hear dogs.
That's right. Oh, I don't even. It's like what? Wait, what?
Wait, what? Are you? Not
Did you just turn dogs into a concept like race?
Yeah, doggist. You're not a racist dog person. I feel like that lessens the. Yeah, it does.
Can you explain to me how a stripper zombie resists three magnum bullets? He doesn't have any armor.
It's her armor. It's clearly silicone is
Hit her right in the boob armor. That's right.
yeah, silicone is very, very tanky. It slows. It's like shooting into water, right? It just slows down. I think it's saline now most of the time, but
the bullet just hits it like it's
if you dive 6-8 inches under the water and people are shooting at you, first off they're probably gonna miss, and secondly, it's actually gonna slow down the bullet so much that I don't know that it would even pierce your skin. I'm not sure. You might have to be a little bit deeper than that, but not by much.
It depends on the velocity of the gun and whether it can be fired underwater, I suppose. Which I think a lot of guns can, I'd imagine.
Well,
Maybe
no,
not.
I mean like if they're above the water and they're shooting at you while you're in there.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, gunpowder really ain't going to go off too good if that gun is soaked. But then again, if it's all contained inside.
It's contained inside.
Where else are all... Oh, there's birds up there, I know it.
How doth one get into this place, I wonder?
I really have about 8 minutes. I need to hurry up here.
8 minutes. In heaven? No, 7 minutes in heaven. I don't know.
8 minutes. Hey, you guys are hogging. Let's go.
Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to stop gnawing on me. We do not gnaw on our bumpy.
See? You're already doing 8 minutes in heaven over there.
Not if I'm being gnawed on, I'm not.
I mean, it depends if you're naughty
Oh,
or not.
hello, sir. I feel like you're letting this get away from me.
Party's 100% laughing at that pun on mute. I know it. You know it, and Party knows it.
I'm pretty sure Party does not know that.
Party doesn't
Would
even
you
know
like
what
to
it
be
is.
ogged? You would. Aw, okay.
Party's living that free and easy life. He's like, what day is it? I don't even care.
Monday, Saturday, it's all the same.
I wish my Mondays and Saturdays were. Although maybe I don't.
Sounds so relaxing, doesn't it, guys? You guys just ogging away.
All in the night.
In Augaritaville.
I like that one. It's not like maybe the most on, like, verbiage pun, but it's hard to get the syllables right. Use it in that word. For whatever reason.
Scribbler Zombie, come over here. Hit the block I'm hitting. Help me shoot through this.
It flows off the tongue.
Alright, fine. Oh, you survived. There you go. Avert your eyes. I did all that for a can of sham and some red tea. I feel like that was a lot of effort.
Let down. Not justified. Reward.
No? Oh, okay. Go back down. Maybe we'll go. Seriously?
Do
There
you
we go.
think you cleared this entire tier 4 area? Because you have not. Cub. There be more.
Oh. Oh, hello, sir. I have to ask you to not bite me. Thank you. Where does this go? No.
Should have taken my vitamins.
No. So he's saying that in the art of mining, there's diamonds. That's what I heard.
There's one that will produce, yes, eventually, or give you an opportunity to produce a diamond.
Adds a okay.
Or
It's art of
he said-
mining
he said-
1 adds a small chance to mine rare gems from ore.
Rare gems.
And I don't have that. I've got like 5 of the 7 or 8 books. I don't have that one. Of course. Curses foiled again. What's with all these people that are foiled? Oh, exactly. All right. I mean, if this persists, I might just have to switch over to Dark Souls 3 or 2 and showcase my lack of mad skills, because I'm now all attuned to Dark Souls 1, so everything is gonna feel wrong. Oh man,
This is wrong. This is wrong.
I have suffered an abrasion. Well, I'm gonna suffer a band-aid.
I'm fatigued. This is real rough out here in the post-apocalypse.
Post-apocalyptic. No, post-apocalyptus. There we go. That's not easy to say. Could not even get my brain to work.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that either.
Eucalyptus. Yes.
Yeah, I can say eucalyptus, but post-apocalyptic eucalyptus.
Is not easy.
That's a mouthful.
I am wet. Okay.
And not a mouthful of eucalyptus, luckily.
Oh, well, you're not down with the koala?
I just think that the flavor of it is not my particular speed. Although I understand if it's what is it? It's eucalyptus can be obviously helpful.
Don't they put that in cough drops oftentimes?
Yep, that's right. Instead of menthol, which I prefer actually.
He prefers them menthols, you know.
No, menthol is like I mean, yeah, cigarettes. But like I don't smoke cigarettes, but menthols are but like the menthol taste in like a Halls, that's pretty rough for me.
Oh, that's right. I ran over here like some sort of moron. Okay. I'm like, where's my truck? Oh yeah, that's right. I ran out here because I saw Cup kill something, and I never went back.
Never return. All right.
Oh, look at you. He fell down. Oh, a blade trap schematic that I already know.
I'll jump back in. I'm infected, so I don't want to just sit there and try my percentage up.
Alright, I'm gonna go find your tier 4 and abandon it for you. You might have actually just lost it. I don't know
that's
how
true.
that works. I don't know how
That's
it works.
true. No, you might be right. I'm not sure. We'll see when I join back again. It won't really bother me either way, though, to be honest. Tell Party and the dog to get back on, so you got someone to talk to while I'm gone. I'll be back in about
Party and the dog to get back on.
15 minutes. See you guys soon.
Hasta luego. Well, there's zombies all around. I was gonna take the gyrocopter out for a spin for you guys, but Utana locked it on the roof, so that didn't happen. And yeah, we need to find. I'm probably gonna go to maybe some bookstores and see if we can't find some Art of Mining books, because I kind of want to be able to mine diamonds, so I can make diamond-tipped mods for things. I think it's just bladed weapons, so like your axe and some stuff gonna be going on here soon on the channel. I think after Sunday stuff kind of slows down, normalizes. Splooch and mi madre will be here on they said they're gonna get here on the 7th. I don't know that I believe that. They might be here on the 8th of next month. They'll be here for 5 days, so not sure what exactly we're doing, but be doing something, and might be scarce during such times as those, but who knows? Like I said, we'll see. And yeah, that'll be the first time I've seen them in over 3 years, so it'll be nice to see my parents. It will be nice. My doggo is doing better, which is good, because she was real sick last week. She was like 3 times her normal size, which is not good. She like somehow got, well, she just stopped digesting food, I guess is really the only way to say it, and she got all backed up, and it was not looking good. She was really sick, and like I said, she was literally 2 or 3 times as wide, like wider than she normally is. She's not a big or wide dog, so very noticeable. And yeah, we were quite afraid that something bad was going to happen. She was not doing well. And then she went out. Of course, she wasn't feeling good, and she ate a bunch of grass. But then she didn't throw it up, which she normally does. So it just stayed in her. And then, anyway, so she's doing better. She seems to be fine now. Well, that was a nice, cheap $700 bill that we totally had planned for. It's okay though. The Doge is worth the effort to keep her alive and well. And yeah, I've not felt very good the last couple weeks, to be 100% honest. That's why I've been a bit more scarce. Also been busy doing other things too. But I've decided that you guys don't get a face cam until I actually accomplished at least the first part of my weight loss goal. So when I get under 250, I return to you guys. I know, what a horrible reward for you guys, but that's okay. For the Indie Brothers. Let's put some metal in here. Yeah, see, this works much better if you turn it on first. Also, did anyone get the airdrop? Nope. Nobody got the airdrop. I guess I can go do that. And what else? I do have more of Makai Kingdom. I do have more of that recorded and ready to go. I have some more Telepath Tactics Liberated. And something else. Oh, a little bit more of Brigandine, The Legend of Runercia. I have some more episodes of that. And a bunch of other stuff. Really, hard drive space is the biggest issue right now, and just finding the time and such to get things uploaded. I've been like, it's like I'm awake and I'm busy and then I'm tired and I just get back to sleep. So I went to sleep at like 6 in the morning, couldn't fall asleep before then. And then, unfortunately, to top all that off, I ended up sleeping kind of late today. And then I got up and I immediately did one of the Indie Brothers streams that I had to do. And then had to make dinner for the wife and I. And then basically right into the stream here. So and then there was going to be at least one more stream tonight for me, but I'm just going to push it to Sunday. I have a window in which to do X number of streams, and I try to space it out and do everything in a way that makes sense, and that allows me to do the stuff that I need to do, but sometimes I just shift it here and there when I'm given the latitude to do so. If it's something that's like, developer wants this done at this time, I'm not messing with that ever, so... Unless, like, an emergency happens. So, it's all good. Alright. Lone Wolf 2. Melee mods bundle. Alright, bookstore. Where's this place? Oh, it's a drive-in. Gotcha. The J-dubs are over here. All alone. That's the Buddy's Grains. Nobody loves me, man. Oh, what's that car? I'm pretty sure that's all residential stuff over there, so let's get over here. I believe there's a couple bookstores over here. Road's closed. Aw, I failed. There we go. I don't think I actually hit that, but we'll say that I did. Shamway Foods. Alright, let's switch our control scheme back to the other way. Oh, good. The fog's going to help me locate the buildings I'm looking for. So I found out sort of how/why Dark Souls 2 is giving me issues. When I was trying to do the challenge stream for Dark Souls 2, we were moving from just having finished up Demon's Souls and then doing the Dark Souls run where I did skip all the DLC, so shame upon me for that. And then Dark Souls 2, I loaded up and we got in there, and then it started doing this weird thing where it was selecting randomly just like any target in front of me, as opposed to, I don't want to. You invite yourself, Cup. Invite yourself, you lose. No, that's fine. Yeah, so that was causing obvious issues. I feel like there was a building right... Oh, there's so many railings around here. Like right over here to the right somewhere, I think there's a building that Splooch used to go up on top of. I thought it was a bookstore, but I could be wrong. Thought I know there was another bookstore. That's where the big pig is. But yeah, I figured out it has something to do with OBS and being in windowed mode. Because I was basically running my preview screen through OBS as my main screen while the other one was in windowed mode and off to the side so I couldn't see it. That way, whenever I would add any of the weird symbols and the band-aids and stuff every time I died on the screen, it would then show, like, I would see that myself as well. So then, it became a challenge. The more I died, the harder it was to see what I was doing, and so on and so forth. Well, I don't know that I'm able to do that with Dark Souls 2, because it seems that being in the preview screen and the windowed mode is what was causing the issues. I do not like the fog. Crack a book. Okay. This might be empty. We have robbed this place recently. The fact that there's no zombies in here trying to eat me is a pretty good indicator that it's empty. I heard a zombie. I heard his hammers. That doesn't seem to help us in any way, shape, or form. Okay. Well... Yep, the hardened chests. So it's like, oh, there. Where did you come from, sir? I should have maybe got him to answer before I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Oh, I don't know if I've ever been up here before. I must have. That's where we started, right? Yeah. And then we went down. That's right. But there's, I believe, another bookstore. Where am I at specifically here? Let's take a look on the map. I mean, maybe this is the one where I could have sworn there was one on the other side. It's further. Definitely further. Is it here? It's either here or it was the next spot over. We'll check this side. And then it was like down this way. Nope, this isn't gonna be there. Yeah, it's right here. It was right near something like, maybe it wasn't this, but it was something like this. Where it had a zombie love or something called Zomb Love up on a billboard. Clearly, this is not the right place. So it's like over here somewhere. So I guess if I make a right, then I can skirt through maybe. Stiff tools, and you go down this way. Eye Candy Company? Interesting. No, this is too far out. This is not it. Well... what is... come on. Ma'am, please stop. Oh, we'll keep trying down these main roads. There we go. That helps a little bit. Just don't know where it could be. Joey's car lot. Savage Country. Man. Life me can't figure out where that place was. Makes me sad. Oh, building just disappeared by. There it is. Oh, here's our base. Man. Should have been here. Just crack a book on the right. There's the zombie love. Wasn't that attached to a bookstore? I thought it was. Like right here. There it is. See, I told you I wasn't insane. I just got my my path slightly wrong. All right, cool. It's probably been a while since you've been in here. Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to not lose your head, but also lose your head. All right. Go with that. We're just gonna basically go around and loot everything we can. Yeah, which right now is just a whole bunch of paper, apparently.
All the paper.
Ooh, I got a commissar, and I just got a robotic turret schematic that I'm gonna eat. 'Cause that's how you acquire knowledge, right? You eat things.
As you eat things.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
We playing this Ravenous rolls or what? I like that.
No.
Ravenous. Those are the rolls of Ravenous, though.
What this? Oh, Pistol Pete. All right, I'll say that for you pistol losers.
I wanted to fight. Now, ceremonially, give yourself up to me as food.
Wasteland Treasure Volume 6. That is now mine. Who's banging over here on the wall? Stop it. I'm doing stuff. Don't got time for your chicanery.
He's like,
Your
I just want to bang on the drum all day.
Oh, Magnum Enforcer. I'll just throw that book away. Nobody uses that crap. Alright. I suppose while I'm here, it wouldn't hurt to take down one of those.
A little bit.
All about lower lip. A little bit. It's been a while. That long though. Commissar knows about the gradual report.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, no, I don't. I don't remember 8 years ago what was popular.
Well, it's got a pretty good head on the shoulders for that kind of stuff.
Oh, there's a zombie at their farm.
Zombie farm. Zombie farm.
Oh, down the zombie farm.
That's how Commissar gets all his zombie flesh for the farms. It's a zombie farm.
Oh,
Zombie
damn
farm.
Farms are good harvest this year.
It warmed me yesterday, even warmer today. Met her on a CB, said her name's Mimi, sounded like an angel come to earth, come to earth.
I got blisters on me fingers.
Yes, exactly. Twice as tall as me, 3 times the girth.
Big
My
times,
fat
girl.
baby
Baby
loves
loves to eat. That's a really good song for what it is.
It's horrible, but great.
My big old pet baby loves to eat.
What lift his only fingers? What is the dulcet tones? What do you call that angelic instrument? Banjo, when his teeth fall out. Pluck
Anyone
this
seen my
string
foot?
right here.
Now you've enraged the Civil War veterans. Anyone seen my foot?
Yes. Ah, football helmet. I shall eat it as well. You know, not a lot of books up here. Ooh, I just got a vehicle reserve fuel tank mod schematic. And I gobbled that up as well.
Thanks, son.
Oh,
got
you
the
didn't
goods.
know? Uh-oh. Don't hit me. Stop it. That looked like that hurt a lot. That looked like that might have hurt slightly more. But there's no way to be sure.
All right.
Break it down. Oh, I remember this. I'm not the same weak bumpy I used to be. I'm far weaker. I mean, I have aged. So.
Wiser, aged into. I will destroy you with wisdom.
Now, sorry, do you still remember the Dota 2 reporter?
Yep.
Invoker gets the Ironwood branch. He's like, the perfect item. I feel both stronger and weaker, smarter, less intelligent, faster, more clumsy.
It covers all sides.
It was pretty good.
Not gonna. I just want to. That's got the energy of it's like I just want to. You know, I want everybody to like me.
You will let me go mid. You will let me go middle, or I will provide catering for the enemy team.
Team.
Provide catering.
Because they'll feed, right? And then later at some point he's like, I will provide food for the enemy mid. Tidehunter, did you remember to use another skill after Ravage? Tidehunter, sorry. Then I'll get a Ravage.
Skeleton. I think like when we were doing the Potato League, we had Tidehunters that did that, just ravaged and then did nothing.
Yeah, just ravaged and just stood around, and then Ruby comes by, steals it, re-ravages. It's like, oh no, why?
Rubik was great.
Rubik the Grandest Megas. $1,900 Zomblove.
Zomblove.
It's LUV, so it can get the 7 digits.
Yep, LUV, exactly.
Zomblove. I was like, it better be.
It's the only love I know.
And I gotta take my vitamins, of course.
And your minerals. Minerals.
Minerals. That's a tough one to do what you just did.
I think my favorite character out of the Dota Reporter was, of course, Gyrocopter. I was here third.
Yeah.
He's not even part of the argument.
It's like, I was here first. No, I was first. I was here third. Just making random noises as he's flying around. And then he gets boots, but he's just floating over to the ground anyway, so it didn't matter.
Yes, he gets boots because he floats.
He puts them on his head.
No, yeah, that's...
It's just like, yep, this is fine. I don't know, I still liked Enigma. I thought Enigma was pretty good. He comes over to one of the neutral camps.
Second. Yeah.
And he's like, I'm going to turn you into my demon children. And they're like, ah!
And he named his children.
I'll call you Shakana I shall call you Daquinithin, and you'll be Enigma Junior. Oh, where did they go? Come on, guys, hurry up! Hurry up! He's just walking along. He's like, "This is ridiculous." And then they spawn, you know, after they attack 3 times or whatever, they spawn the next wave of them. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
there's more. He's surprised. Enigma in the jungle. Enigma in the jungle.
In the jungle.
According to OBS, I have no stream, and yet.
Oh, wait, there's your stream.
Yeah,
When I checked it on it, it was a little circle. So your internet did hiccup, but.
Ah. All right, what do you say now? OBS says I'm running again. Yay!
Oh,
Yeah,
poor exiled.
I'm getting my advertisements going, so you're obviously up.
Yeah, what am I advertising? Are you tired? Low down, run down, excited, eager, tired.
Here's what I can tell you is that the advertisement did a bad job because I didn't catch what it was about, but I saw about 5 to 10 seconds, and they were like drinking a water bottle, a couple guys like just like, hey buddy, and I didn't even know what they were talking. I don't think it was about water. I'm not really sure what it was. Like I missed because I turned back over to my inventory.
It was Cup's herpes medication.
Ow.
He's like, no, I don't have herpes. No, you made the medication.
I'm just saying out to whoever has them.
Yeah. Cup that's what he does. He designs medications. He said, you know what? Herpes is a real problem. I'm going to fix that.
But I'm going to big pharma it and just like sell it for like brillions of
dollars. Cost me
yeah.
8 cents to make, $80 million an ounce.
Only Elon Musk can cure his herpes.
Yes. But would he?
What would he?
He would just hit it with a Tesla coil and be done with it.
That's one of my favorite rhetorical questions in that context that ever happened. What would he?
Oh, I'm pooping out mechanical parts. I should probably unload a little. I'm sitting there. I'm like, why is there a bunch of bags on the ground? Oh,
it is
right.
funny when that happens. It's like, oh, I guess I'm filled up.
I may be slightly fuller than I once was.
I just imagine you like spitting them out of your inventory as you're like ratcheting. It's like, or you know, like you're not even ratcheting anymore. You're next level now.
No, I'm still ratcheting.
Oh, okay.
The Mutanat stole the.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that mining thing must have just recently happened because Splooch was trying like to mine with it and it wasn't working.
It was poor. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. It doesn't work on wood. I know that, but I think we all knew that.
Yeah.
I think
that's
it
what
works.
the chainsaw.
I think it works with. I think it always worked mining. It just didn't do. It didn't seem like it was doing a good job. I was making bad noises, right? Making the noises like its bullets are deflecting, and maybe he just thought it wasn't working and didn't actually look.
That's true. It could be. It could have been that it was fine, but it just was sounding not productive.
But I don't know. Refill
Is
my
today
auger.
the day that we get it? Coming up, dude. I feel like it's bad. With no empirical damage whatsoever. That's how you know it's
Certainly
no way actually.
Doesn't sound good when you're auging like a wall.
But you can see how quick it is.
Versus tunk, 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 tunk. I should do a count though. I'm pretty sure it's faster. Because I had Splooch, I think, doing it next to me, and I was done twice as fast as he was. Alright, let's see here. Do I have anything that actually has... Oh, yeah, I do. Okay.
Wow, we have a ton of blueberries. That's awesome.
Yeah, we have lots of blueberries.
stream's still going for me right at the moment.
Internet robot zombie.
Oh. You had the quality drop. That was it.
I'll take you outside.
Alright, it took 18 seconds to chisel through that wall with the auger. Let's see how long it takes me to get through it with a pickaxe. Oops. And I keep having internet drop down to nothing.
No, the stream. Wait, there's the circle.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's probably my connection to what's it called? Restream. Alright, that took about 26 seconds. So it's not quite twice as fast, but it's close. I think it was 18 versus 26. So.
Don't forget the mods. Did you put mods?
Yeah, I have mods on both, I believe.
Oh, on both of them, alright.
No, it didn't do what it was supposed to. There it goes. I'm gonna need to repair the truck at some point. It's been taking a beating for some reason. Don't know why. Probably Cup. He just comes over and headbutts it, you know.
Yeah.
Like a rhinoceros. Cup the rhinoceros. That little tiny fence piece stop me. Ain't nothing stopping. Ain't no stopping me. Alright. Why is the bridge up?
Oh, I did that.
Can you unbridge up it?
Yeah, I'm on my way.
Yay! I'm gonna go ahead and attack something with my ranch. Yeah, alright, now I'm coming. Nice, slow, gentle backup on the driveway here. Hey, whose motorcycle's in my way?
What's that, Cups? I don't know.
Hold on. We will fix this. Why is that so hard to do? I don't know what I'm hitting, so I'm getting nervous.
Are you hitting the bike?
I might be.
Yeah, because... Let's see. I ain't seen... It's...
There, that's better. Yeah, I was hitting the bike. Oops.
Angry. This is like being locked in the wind. Start. Like, no, I'm not relaxed.
I was like, I wouldn't want to be any part of this.
So, will you actually push it, or the bike just might go over? Or the truck will go over it? You know?
Give me a minute. I'm gonna turn around.
Whee! He flies.
Can't imagine why the truck's so damaged. I think it's zombies are hitting it or something.
Yeah. Right.
Come on. It's wiggling. Can you tell unlock this thing? Yes. Hey, there's a drone down here. Is this your drone, Commissar?
I don't have any drones.
Or might be Mutant. I thought you did. You had a drone.
Oh
Or
yeah, I
you
had
hide...
Mutant's drone.
Yeah, you had to hide it from Mutant. You should be able to use it
I
now.
thought I put it in Mutant's box.
You might have.
I could go down and see if I can pick it up. That's a locked drone.
Oh, what is that? What is that thing that's down there? Pneumatic?
Yeah, pneumatic hammer.
Auto hammer maybe? What? I don't think it's called. I don't think it's pneumatic.
Let's see. Hammer. No, it doesn't show up there. Sledge. Yeah, robotic sledge. I was wrong on all accounts.
Robotic. Robotics inventor. Oh, I don't have it. No, I was gonna make one and launch this thing off. Curses. Sorry, what do we usually use to repair things? Oh, I have the nail gun. Okay. Can't believe Cup put his stupid motorcycle in the way again. That seems fine. All right. This jerk right here.
Y'all know that I'm standing in that place right there. I'm opening boxes and just walking away. I don't give a F.
Okay.
That's not even his motorcycle. He stole my motorcycle. That's what it was.
No.
Did you just fall down into the house? Yeah, he stole my motorcycle.
Actually, didn't know it's possible.
Well, if it's not locked, he can take it. Yeah.
Wait, I didn't steal anybody's. Did I?
Yeah, he stole my motorcycle.
That's yours? Oh, my bad. It was locked. It was unlocked. I just thought it was me. Are those guys still getting through, or are we getting trapped here? Oh, parties on the other side.
Yeah.
You sure that's your bike? That's my bad. My bad.
Man,
Well, I'm collecting your oil, mister.
you better collect my oil. About all you're good for.
Wait, what? Oh, look at little parkour. I'm gonna soar.
There was also a
Ooh.
ladder in the room you could have just taken.
Oh, that was Bumpy. That was parkouring. So wait, where's mine? Let's see. Do I have it in my? No, I don't have it on my person. Do we just have both? That's not mine.
Taking my motorcycle. This guy.
It's. Oh, someone ran over it with a truck.
Yeah, somebody parked their motorcycle where they're not supposed to.
I mean, we have like open parking. I thought here. What's going on, guys? Like
the truck gets precedence.
it's like I'm in the handicap spot. And, like,
You are.
it's like, beep, beep, beep.
I tried to shove it off the roof and I couldn't. You're lucky.
What's up, Ben?
Now I gotta fix
Oh,
this.
welcome to the stream, Julian. I'm sorry that we were too noisy. I was impersonating.
It was good.
I was
like that.
impersonating a I don't know, some
Emergency vehicle backing up.
that backs up. Yeah. Oh my gosh, what is going on? He is crazy.
You got the cup, oh the goodness. Got a pistol in my weapon slot, I guess. I don't, not really. I don't use pistols. All right, I guess I should drop off some schematics and things. Did I load them all into the truck? I did. All right, well that's not going to be all that useful then, but that's okay. Are you ready? Copy the shape.
R.
Cobstone rock. Cobstone. It never happened.
What happened?
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I would never do something as insane as you guys are accusing me of. This was concrete from day one. Right, Commissar? Right, you saw nothing. Go for the eyes. Go for the... Oh, somebody's getting knocked on. I think it's you. Somebody knock on your thing, Commissar? We'll assume yes. Alright, folks. I think I'm going to kill the stream. It's going to all be over. You guys can rejoice and be glad in it, or be sad, or whatever. It's all okay. I accept these things and I move on from them. But yeah, that's just a little bit of just hanging out, doing stuff in 7 Days to Die. I think I might do a slight shift in streaming over the course of many years now, over the course of the upcoming days and weeks. Still do certain things, you know, scheduled, planned, what have you. And I'll still definitely do some solo streams because folks do like that. But I think anytime that us folks are going to get together, if I am capable of doing so, even if I'm not going to be on camera necessarily, which I might be. Again, after we hit the weight loss goal, we'll return to camera. But yeah, just anytime we're like, hey, you know what, we're going to go and play around for a few hours, we'll just randomly stream it. So whether it be on Cup's channel, he'll do that occasionally, I'll do it, and so on and so forth. So you guys will just get more random haha streams. Easiest, best way to find out what I'm doing when I'm doing it is probably Twitter, when I remember to do Twitter, which I did not remember to do this time around, so awkward. And I'll probably start moving stuff just solely to Twitch. Leave YouTube alone. So all my YouTube folks, like felt like Weeaboo, you'll miss out on some of the just random general surprise streams, but for the most part, everything should be fine. Anyway, that's pretty much gonna do it. Nope.
You're not gonna abandon the double stream together,
I'm abandoning everything right now, so fare thee well. See thee later.